Nobody teaches you how to communicate like THIS. I wanted to give you today some simple tools that you can take into your relationships and use that will actually help your communication. So focus on connection, not perfection. And let's start with what truly strengthens the family or the relationship, and that is presence. Presence is more powerful than problem solving. Not being present, presence is a practice, not a concept. And most conflict isn't about the issue, it's about not feeling seen or heard. So most conflict is, from that place of pain or imprint or what's going on in the other person or ourselves. And when we truly arrive and be present, listening opens up. Compassion rises, not comparison. Reactivity softens, actually. Presence allows us to see the human being, not the role, not the mistake, not the history. The result is emotional safety is created. And one of the things about communication is we want to feel emotionally safe. And when families feel safe, they can relax and be themselves. Can you recall a time when someone was really present with you? No fixing, no judgment. And as you recall that time, just notice how it felt in your body. And here's a simple way to create that kind of presence in under a minute. It's called the 60-second reset. This is the first tool. You want to, if you have a reaction to something that someone is saying, you want to pause and you want to take some deep breaths and release your breaths. Use it before hard conversations, after long days, or in moments of tension. But if you feel something, it takes about 60 seconds for that to actually calm if you pause. So pausing, and if you're in an intimate relationship or a husband or boyfriend, I would suggest that you both learn to pause. And you can even say, I just need a few minutes before I respond. And what that does is that allows your system to calm, and it allows you to move back into your heart. Because what we've done is we've focused too much on our thinking and not enough on our heart. Our heart also has wisdom, and coming from love instead of reaction is going to be much better in your communications. And if you pause together, take 3 slow breaths. You can put a hand on your heart and another hand on your belly and silently ask, what is truly needed right now? What is truly needed right now? And this is a key reminder that it's not about blame and it's not about winning. I do a lot of couples counseling, and you'd be amazed at how much is made into blame or winning. So the reason it works is the impact. It changes the emotional climate. And compassion comes from assessing, again, your heart. You don't have to solve everything. Just soften the moment. Another reason families struggle isn't lack of care, it's difference. Understanding differences in the family. Everyone processes differently. So one of the things about my system, I have my book here, but in the PEP personality process, there are 24 different ways that all of the facets can go together. And a lot of times, you might be talking to your partner, you might be talking to your children, you might be talking to your mother, your father. Whoever you're talking to probably doesn't process the same way as you. And often when we meet someone who processes like us, it's like, oh, I feel like I've known you for a long time. And so some people may feel deeply and come from a very emotional place. Some people might be thinkers and they come from a very sort of logical place. Other people come from a place of vision and they're looking at things and they need to see the picture of it. And then there are other people that are sort of inventors and people that are very focused on getting the job done. So what we want to do is look at the really key truth here. No one is wrong. No one is broken. Now, that doesn't mean that you allow for violence or anything like that. As I agree with the two speakers previous to me that if you're in a violent situation, violence is not okay, and this is something that you need to actually probably leave that relationship. So healing is totally possible. And when differences are understood, judgment softens, empathy grows, families become allies, not opponents. And one simple question can shift everything. And that's tool number 2. And that is coming from a place of, how can I support you? Instinct is often to fix or explain. Please try instead, how can I support you right now? Or what would feel helpful in this moment if there's a disagreement going on? And why this works is that it honors the autonomy, it removes assumptions, and it builds emotional safety. And even if the answer is, I don't know, trust is built. And let's look at what helps families not just survive, but thrive. The power of appreciation. So what we focus on grows. So if we're focusing on what's wrong, that's going to grow. So appreciation shifts the emotional atmosphere. Not about grand gestures. It's about noticing effort, growth, kindness. Simple daily practices. Choose one person and say, I appreciate you for, and be specific. Appreciation builds trust, it builds safety, it builds connection, and appreciation is emotional nourishment. So caring for yourself so that you can care for others. You can't pour from an empty heart. Self-care is responsible and it is not selfish. It is one of the best things that you can do, is to really be kind to yourself, compassionate with yourself, and really truly love yourself and work on loving yourself more and more. The more you get calm inside, the more that you love yourself, the more that you come from, instead of fear, you come from love, the better relationships, with your husband, with your children, with your parents. It just works so much better. When we neglect ourselves, patience fades. Reactivity arises. When we nourish ourselves, presence deepens. Love flows more easily. Create simple inner check-ins for yourself. Maybe set your phone 2 or 3 times a day where you check in. So what do I need right now? What would help me feel grounded? What can I let go of today? So transformation comes from small, consistent actions, not big overhauls. So the tools today that we've covered, and so put them down: the 60-second reset, the support question, the daily appreciation, and self-care. These create family resilience, compassionate communication, deeper connection, and your heart is your guide. When you lead with kindness and intention, you care for yourself and uplift everyone around you. So thank you for showing up.
And every story can change the world. Together we are Global Speakers Talk.